Because like all the models are like obviously like dated, so they look very like off. But it's like in a good way.
Yeah.
It
God,
enhances the experience.
those models were fucking crisp as fuck whenever they first came out.
I
When
just
that
remember that
game-
like stuff like the
Like my
dancers like
models.
creeped me out.
How
I was
crispy do
creep-
you like your models, guys? I like mine with
Uh,
extra soft crunch in the middle.
Soft crunch.
Yeah,
Kind of
I
base.
like-
Soft crunch
I like-
good.
I like mine mostly brown with just a close to like just a singeing on the outsides.
Oh, that's pretty base.
Ooh.
Anybody like their models deep fried?
Mm.
That's just playing the game on drugs. Like, let's be real here.
If I really
the
want to
Majora's
enhance
Mask Coke experience.
if I really want to enhance if I really want to enhance my Majora's Mask experience, but I can't do drugs, I'll play it on an N64 emulator and try to tank the way it runs as much as possible, so like limbs are just like no clipping off people and shit. That'll really enhance the Majora's Mask
Yeah,
experience.
it'll make
Oh
it
my God, yeah.
fantastic.
And they'll put
Perfect.
they'll put a lens filter over it, so everything, the whole game can be deep fried. It doesn't have to just be the models.
Oh no.
Mhm.
While you're at it, just get like one of those ancient, like almost as old as me, computer monitors, and just use that instead of anything.
We call those relics, Phoenix. We call those relics of the
I know,
past.
I know.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I know. I'm sure you can dig one up if you go onto a field somewhere.
Those
Gotcha,
ancient
gotcha.
artifacts from the
I'll
90s.
I'll find my closest field or desert, and I'll go digging, and we'll see when I find one.
That's the spirit. I believe in you.
Perfect.
In general,
Like,
I think a lot of N64 games, despite some of their graphical like datedness, have so much charm. I don't know why I love how
absolutely.
Pokemon
Yeah,
Stadium
no.
looks, but I do. Kirby
I
64
love
is like the
Kirby
peak of like
64!
yeah, Kirby 64 is like a peak of
Mm.
like Kirby having atmosphere.
that's
That's
good
really
shit.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cold
Fuck,
Star.
Kirby.
Got Banjo
God.
Kazooie though? Oh my God. Based. Actually good level
Yeah.
design.
Banjo Kazooie is pretty damn good. I never finished
Colt's
it,
kinda
but
Hey, we all know the peak of the gaming was Donkey Kong 64. So I mean, like,
We've got
Yo.
Coconut Gun in here.
You got the coconut?
my coconut gun.
Oh my God, hold on, where is it?
Coconut gun.
Fantastic.
Ah, beautiful.
I wish
Beautiful.
DK64 was like a better game. Like an actually good game. Like the only thing people care about it is the DK rap. Everyone else is like, man, that game sucks.
I know it's bad, but I played it a lot as a kid at my friend's house, so it loops back around to being good. Sorry.
That's valid.
God,
I
not
know
just
if
the
I played
DK
it
rap.
now, I would think it sucks.
And then
Fuck.
there's Cranky. He's dead.
I watched the DK TV show.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
baby.
what?
Oh yeah.
Julia, you don't know?
No!
Oh my God,
You don't
Julia.
know?
Julia, have you ever heard a little song called Diddy
Oh.
Drop Rap?
What?
Oh no.
Don't let little Diddy drop. Don't.
Smother you with
you
coconut
missed
cream
some,
pie.
Julia, you missed some massive high quality cringe.
Oh man.
Now wait, Phoenix. Okay, this is gonna be a deep cut for you. The episode where he's on top of the mountain and he sings "Nobody's Hero."
I do remember that one. I remember the episode also where his girlfriend breaks up with him. Yeah,
Okay,
DK
but
has a girlfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nobody's Hero specifically. Now, did you know there was a Spanish dubbing of that episode?
I've heard of it, but I've never actually watched it.
Oh, the Spanish version of that song is incredible. The performance is just something else. I know I've shown it to Matthew at some point, but at one point I was like, I want to know what this straight up translates to, because dubs, they translate songs a little differently. Instead of like I'm an absolute zero, I'm nobody's hero. In Spanish, I guess the like really close translation to it, as done by multiple of my friends who are fluent Spanish speakers, is "What have I done? I'm so sad."
What?
It's like so much more downtrodden. It's like
What the fuck?
it just makes it's funny without knowing what he's saying, but when I learned, I was like, "Oh my god!" Dude,
Julia, you need to watch it. You need to experience the DK TV
Yes.
show.
Oh my god.
it's something
fucking
else.
insane.
It's like
Oh.
early 2000s video game show adaptations that are so cursed.
It's insanely bad. Like,
All
oh my
It's
god.
bad in the
from
best way
Bernard.
possible.
Yeah.
Like it's
Time.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's exactly like that.
It's debatably
Only
better
they
than that. Yes, me.
Oh, yeah.
It's around the time when
It's peak.
all the
It's
cartoons were trying to do 3D animation, and you know how bad some of the early Pixar animations look,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Like not even Toy Story, just like before Toy Story, like their little shorts that they used to do, like that fucking baby short.
Oh my god, yes.
It's that level,
Oh
just
no.
consistently.
Oh no.
It's
God.
truly wonderful.
Yeah.
I wish
It
that I was
is.
around
It's
like
beautiful.
properly for it. I think it was like literally just before I was probably old enough to have cognizant thoughts. I think it came out like the year I was born. But like the Kirby Right Back at Ya, I've seen some of that, and like that's
God.
amazing.
Oh, so
Actually,
good.
Kind of
Oh,
sad.
face.
Right
Dude,
back
kind
at
of
you
a
is
big
amazing.
show.
is incredible.
It's
Ooh.
kind of sick. Spanish Meta Knight.
God, I love Hispanic
Dude,
Meta Knight. God, he's so fucking wonderful.
Right?
that
I
show
haven't-
gave me my favorite character in the entire series. Chef Kawasaki's base as fuck.
There you
Exactly.
It also
And you
gave us
hate
Southern
Boone.
King DDD. It also gave us Southern King DDD, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Every time Meta Knight would speak, I have expected a Spanish guitar to start playing.
Yes.
Every single time.
Oh, it's so good.
And the theme song?
Oh, that theme song, though.
Yeah.
That theme song just fucking slaps.
It's a banger.
That, Sonic X, and Viva Pinata all came out around the same time, and they were just, oh, so good.
Oh my god, you sent me back to Sonic X. I watched a ton of Sonic X as a kid. I watched all the bad Sonic cartoons too. I've seen
like
more
Sonic
Underground than
Right?
a human being could ever see.
Sonic X is like some of the Sonic X was like some of the best stuff that the Sonic franchise has put out in decades.
Sonic X was unironically good. Sonic Underground was not
It
good.
was insanely good.
Right? Is Sonic Underground so fucking hilarious?
I like how it got canceled.
I
so
love
their mother...
how Sonic has like two.
One of them is just called Manic.
Yeah, right.
Right. My favorite thing is in the theme song. There's like they made a vow their mother will be found, but the show got canceled, so their mother was legitimately never found.
Right? It's so hilarious.
Oh, no.
I like to think that Sonic is just schizo in that show.
Yeah, Sonic is just like
Sonic
should have
real.
been
They're
named.
just voices in his head.
Yeah, Sonic should have been named Manic in that show. Are you joking?
Meanwhile, Sonic X was so good that they literally developed a spin-off series where they went into space.
Yeah.
I love Sonic colors.
Sonic
I don't
X
know
got the
anything
benefit-
else. That's the only one I know where Sonic goes to space.
Sonic Adventure 2, you go to space and the game becomes really bad, but that's a story for a day.
That's just called a Sonic.
I'm talking
game.
about
Talking about.
I'm talking like they had a fucking starship and everything. And
Oh,
were
I know what
exploring
you're-
space.
No, Star Trek, but Sonic Pog.
It
That's
basically
kinda
what
it
was.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
it basically is.
Oh,
It's pretty
man.
That's incredible. What the fuck?
That sounds amazing.
It actually was legitimately amazing.
The only blight on the show really is Chris Thorndike.
You take that back. How
What?
fucking dare you?
I don't know what's going on, but I'm
Dude,
into it.
Chris
There's
is
nothing.
Me neither. We're in
Chris
the
is
same camp,
cringe. I'm
Julia.
sorry.
Fuck
Chris-
you.
Chris is cringe. I'm sorry.
No, you're wrong. You are nothing but wrong. Chris is-
I know I'm right.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Me and Phoenix are about to have a
look fucking
diametrical
insane walking around this neighborhood, giggling like a maniac.
Yeah,
I look
you're
like I
getting
took a
arrested.
bunch of fucking drugs and just decided to walk around.
Chris Thorndike was so precious.
He's precious,
cannot
but he's
s-
cringe. He's cringe. He's
No,
a
he's
stupid cringe little
not.
baby. I don't
He's a
care.
little kid.
I
He's
don't-
literally a little kid.
I don't like kids. I don't like kids. I do like Tails in that show though. So it's like it's fucked up. I'm sorry, Chris
Just
Thorndike
have-
fans.
Okay, I don't think there's any bad characters in Sonic X.
What?
Everyone is
I've never
great.
even seen it, and you're wrong. There's no way they can make every Sonic character good. Like what?
I
They
think there's a
did.
bad
I don't know what
character
to tell
Chris
you.
Thorndike. Yeah, no, they did redeem some people.
They did.
Does it make
What
Amy
the
not
fuck?
boring?
And every Sonic
Yeah.
character has something to do.
Wow.
What?
Period.
Even fucking
Yes.
cream and cheese. It's crazy.
What?
Yes.
No, I
They
don't
are
believe
actually-
you.
Base character.
I don't
care.
believe you.
They are actually legitimately important characters.
And then they introduced what's her name, Cosmo, the like.
I think you're both
Plant
clinically
girl.
insane. We should send you both to the prison cell.
Oh, I know I'm clinically insane, but there are no bad characters in Sonic X.
It does help that everyone is introduced for a reason. Because like even not only did everyone have stuff to do, but then they started like making up characters because they needed people with stuff to do. So that's how you know the show was full of purpose.
Also, hi, Josh.
I thought this is what the fuck I came to. What the fuck?
Yeah, we've got some
Our new
great shit.
podcast where we scream at each other.
Oh, that's wow, buddy.
I look like a fucking cokehead.
You are.
We're built like a
God.
bunch of crackheads. That's what this fucking podcast would be.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true.
Well,
what
we're
was
currently arguing about Sonic X and how perfect it is.
Yeah. These see in Phoenix, you know they're wrong because they're disagreeing with us and also are like, oh, I haven't even seen the show, but I know you're wrong. No, you don't. You don't know. You don't even know.
The thing is that he's bad.
Okay, like no, here's the thing.
That
I
is
watched
not
this-
Sonic's whole thing. Sonic's whole thing is that he's fast, Julia, not that he's bad. Don't say that.
Sonic's whole thing is that he's stuck in the fucking 90s, dude. Like this.
Well,
Listen, man, Sonic's just
yes, but
living
it's
his life.
based.
He's
But
just
it's
eating
based.
them chili dogs and vibing. Why you gotta hate on him?
Yeah, no, that's literally me right now. Why are you hating on Sonic? Even when Sonic games are bad. At least 06 is like really fun to laugh at.
Wait, no, I'm just thinking about the meme where it's just like, haha, I really look like this person, don't I?
Oh my god.
I'm really similar to Sonic. We
Yeah,
both, we both like
I-
vibing, we both like chili dogs. I mean,
Hey,
I'm not saying I'm trying to be like
Rude.
him.
These
It's
two
just,
images.
it's how
I
it
just
is.
am like him. So he just looks like me.
Hold the
I
fuck
feel
up.
like no
I've
one.
started dyeing my hair blue.
I feel like no one's ready for the real hot Sonic take, which is that Sonic the Fighters is like the best Sonic game ever made, and it's a fucking fighting game.
I'm too fucking sober for this. Hold on.
Yeah, can you get drunk? I think this will make it better. Seriously, that game is the most scuffed fighting game ever. It's
fucking dumb.
It's balanced horribly.
Oh,
and
it's so fucking awful.
And whenever you get hit, the game is like a slaps, it has old cartoons where like you get hit with a hammer and you like turn into like a flat creature on the wall for 2 seconds. The game is built around its fucking cartoon physics. So you hit someone with a giant mallet as Amy, and they go flying across the arena and actually flatten like a pancake up against the wall, and it's hilarious. It's like one of the funniest games I've ever played. It just happens.
Dude, just like me.
You know what else was really good back in the early 2000s?
Back in my day.
The Mega Man, what was it? Battle Network? Or no, it was NT Warrior.
I've heard of it.
Battle Network was the RPG games.
No, I'm talking about the show that was based off of it.
I never saw the show.
Really? Oh my god, it was so good.
I'm a big-ish Mega Man fan too. I know the show exists. I've never seen it.
Fuck, man, it's really good.
That was a piece of media I could not stomach to save the life of me.
I love some OG Mega Man.
Ugh.
I'd watch that and like Challenge Showdown.
Okay, but Challenge Showdown is like actually good.
Oh yeah, no, it's amazing. So is the Jackie Chan Adventures.
God.
Ooh, Fenix is spitting that. Now you're speaking my language. There we go.
Okay, you guys coming together.
Julia, did you ever watch the Jackie Chan Adventures?
Phoenix, what do you think the answer to that question is?
Julia didn't watch cartoons. I'm like way younger than Phoenix.
No, we're not going that far.
Like,
no.
Like, that's just not a thing.
I just didn't have cable. That's my thing.
It's weird because it's kind of weird because me and Matthew are both way like younger than Phoenix. But you remember the channel that played like old Cartoon Network shit and like just older cartoons in general. I watched so much of that shit. Yeah, Boomerang. Yeah,
I've watched so many Wacky Races.
Yeah, that's how I watched. I think that's how I watched. Fucking was it Samurai Jack? I think that's how I watched like all of that as a kid.
I legitimately didn't have cable or satellite growing up. No, Julia, these were on. You could get these cartoons on bunny ears.
Mm-hmm.
Bunny ears. What?
Wow, the full fucking antenna.
You know what bunny ears are, right?
No, clearly not.
What?
Okay.
Apparently my childhood was a lot more depressing than I thought. I watched PBS Kids religiously. That was like my entertainment. I knew of Nickelodeon. I watched the occasional like SpongeBob until my parents were like, "This show is so fucking annoying. Get it out of here." So like, I saw some of like the best.
Parents were wrong.
That's it.
Your parents, you got some fucked up. You got the fucked up.
No, here's the thing. Because what?
Fucking PBS Kids. Like, Julia, I'm with you. Fucking PBS Kids. Some of those fucking cartoons fucking slapped.
Yes! Oh my god!
Oh yeah, no, PBS was pretty decent.
Don't believe
PBS fucking slapped.
See, here's the thing.
Yeah, I'm with Matthew. I think me and Matthew are stuck in deranged people.
My parents, they didn't ever have like Disney Channel on, and I honestly think that like I am a way better person because I never actually watched Disney Channel until like I was in middle school when someone else that I was having a sleepover with had it on. Because when I was listening to that in like 7th grade, it was on the entire time I was at that sleepover. That TV never turned off. It was only various fucking I don't even know what shows they were. They all sounded the same. They were all about people in high school. They all had a laugh track, and I wanted to kill myself. So like, that's my experience with Disney Channel.
Julia gets exposed to like teen sitcoms.
No, get it out of here.
PBS Kids had Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. That's fucking based.
That is based. Okay, I didn't. That was PBS Kids.
I can't lie. Now that is.
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers is pretty fucking based. You're right.
I will say this. I personally blame PBS Kids for being the reason I'm so good at math because as a kid,
I thought you were going to say for the reason you're gay.
No, that.
Oh my god.
I blame it on my parents.
What?
fucking PBS Kids is the reason I'm so good at math, because when I was a kid, I would watch Cyber Chase religiously.
Oh my god.
Like, every time I came home from school, that's what I would watch, like, without fail.
It also had, I think, Arthur on it.
Oh yeah.
What was it?
I didn't like
the
Arthur.
Anteater show.
I found Arthur to be pretty
That's
fucking
fair.
Yeah, Arthur was an L show. Arthur was an L cartoon.
Arthur was kind of an L show.
It was better than fucking
They actually just ended it not too long ago.
Thank God.
Like, last year.
All I really remember from that show is like the one episode where he fucking like decks DW, like he fucking punches her.
Dexter.
Oh my god.
That's what I remember from that show. That probably says more about me than about Arthur. But
I remember that, and I remember just one of the episodes where the lunch lady got cancer. That's the only thing I remember from that show.
What? That's a thing?
Yes, there was an episode where the lunch lady got cancer.
What the fuck?
There's also an episode where Buster the Rabbit can't believe that people would lie on the internet.
That was
I kid you not.
That's awesome.
That's an incredible.
Do you think people would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
Oh, I have seen that clip. There's also the one like the one like clip that like fucking like music people on the internet use, where it's like, when do they start tuning? When do they just when do they stop tuning their instruments and play the music? And then like now music nerds use that clip to fucking put like really weird noise music over it. And act
it also
pretentious.
gave birth to the meme, the sign on the door and the little kid saying, "This can't stop me because I can't read."
Oh yeah.
That is a fucking move.
God, the little sister was the most annoying part about Arthur.
No, she was the reason I kept watching, because I thought she was fucking funny.
I didn't like her.
I was like, I wouldn't want to deal with someone like you, but because I hate Arthur with a burning passion, I think you're hilarious.
I think Arthur taught me to like punch out my problems, probably, because that's the only episode I remember watching.
No.
Like, no, the relationship between me and DW is just straight up the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I'm like, bet, bitch.
Now, Phoenix is about to say, the episode's lesson is that you shouldn't do that. Doesn't matter if I turned off the TV after seeing him punch her.
No, I was going to say that I actually barely remember anything about the show. I remember more about Franklin, the TV show, than I do about Arthur.
I remember nothing about Franklin the Turtle except for the fact that it existed.
I don't even know if I knew about that.
I have no idea what you're fucking talking about.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real with you, champ. I don't fucking know.
What was the fucking...
That's just me being old. Don't ignore me.
But no, I remember watching Franklin the Turtle when I was like young. But I remember literally nothing except for the fact that it existed, and there were old like home videos of me like super excitingly watching the TV, watching Franklin the Turtle when I was like a toddler.
There was like a third one that was kind of like those. Oh, the Bernstein Bears.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I watched the show, but I definitely read the books growing up.
Yeah, same. I knew about the books.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck was that one show? There was a show that was like all about reading, and it was like a family of like lion puppets.
What?
Like, do y'all know what the fuck was that?
I don't know that one. The only like thing related to like language that I can remember, and I think I brought this up the other day to someone, was a show called Word Girl that was like superheroes.
That shit was that I like that.
Dude, that is a beast show.
I remember now. It's called
Between Lions?
It's Between the Lines. I remembered it because I started singing the fucking theme song in my head.
Yeah. I literally just remember it at the same time you did.
God, now I'm gonna have that fucking theme song stuck in my head for the rest of the night. Yeah, that show was kind of based.
Oh man, you just remind. I'm trying to remember the name of the show, but I think it was like Super Pets or something. It was a show specifically about animals. I think it was like talking animals or something. It was some like weird CGI stuff or something. But I just remember that I loved the show when I was really little, and my mother fucking hated it. Like a few years ago, we brought it back up somehow. We remembered it. I think it had like a guinea pig with some sort of cape on it or something. I don't know what was with me. I never liked superheroes, but apparently if it had an animal on it, I liked it. But Wonder Pets, that's what it's called. That, oh my god, Wonder Pets was my favorite show and my mom's worst nightmare.
Oh my god, I love that for you. But no, my mom had something similar, but for me it was Fetch with Ruffman.
Oh my god, yes.
So upset. I was like, I want to be on that. I want to be on the game show to prove how smart I am and all this shit. And it began like a years long obsession with game shows. So like
that's great.
It went from watching that to every time I was home, if I had control of the TV, I was like, we are watching the Game Show Network. I don't care what on. Yeah. Even if it's fucking like the $100,000 pyramid from fucking 30 years ago. I'm still watching it.
It's literally my dad, though. Every time I'm like back at home, I'll be like, what do you want to watch, Dad? And he'll go on our TV and he'll look up. He'll use like the Siri functionality on a TV remote. Say YouTube, and then he'll say like $100,000 pyramid or like specifically old like Wheel of Fortune or whatever like game show is popular from like 60s through 80s. So, like, that's literally what he does now, and he watches the same episodes over and over again.
Oh my god, that's basic. But, like, no, fucking, like, what are old, like, really old? Fucking The Match Game.
Yes, that's another one he watches.
I've been watching that fucking show, and I'd be like, who the fuck are these people? Like, were they supposed to be, like, celebrities back in the day? Who the fuck are any of you?
I'm trying to think of like some obscure cartoons I used to watch. Shit. There was like Little Bill back in the day.
Oh my.
No idea.
It was about what was it? Not a toddler, but like a kid, Bill Cosby.
Well, that aged well.
What?
It aged. Yeah, not great, but
it suddenly dawned on me. I was like, "What the fuck is?" Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, it was. Here, I've got the IMDb of it.
Hold on.
They're all dropping like flies when you mentioned Little Bill.
How dare you?
Oh wow.
Yeah, this was a thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, recognizes it.
If someone appreciates it. Man. Nothing, like, none of these shows ever compared to Zaboomafoo as a child. That is what I grew up on.
God.
That is what I stand by. That is where my life's work is. Zaboomafoo. See, the thing is, I never realized, because I was so lonely as a child, that, like, I thought I was the only person that knew what that show was until so much later. And I was like, oh my god, other people know what I'm talking about. Yes, it's the best. It is what kickstarted my love for animals, and it has never stopped. I would trust Zaboomafoo with my life.
Okay, I love how whenever you get a call from your mom, it stretches onto like this hour and a half long conversation. I just got a call from my mother, and she asked me the same 4 questions that she does every time she calls me at work, and then she just hung up on me.
Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Love it.
All right, I think I've figured out my most obscure children's show.
Oh.
What was it called? Out of the Box.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
No idea.
I heard of it, but I never actually seen it.
Here we go.
Is it good?
Is it good? It's that old. The answer probably no.
Wendigo's no.
It's from Disney, therefore it's bad.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, what?
Alright. Phoenix, you remember it being good or bad?
I remember it being pretty good. Like it was literally just like a segment of kind of like a Sesame Street ripoff, to where they would do arts and crafts with cardboard, essentially.
Okay, that's kind of base. Never mind.
Yeah. It was very simple. Their fort that they played in was like a giant cardboard fort, even though it was like a set. Obviously, now.
Yeah. This logo looks very Zaboomafooey. Like,
it's just a fucking great show. Every show should just be Zaboomafoo, but again.
Honestly, back that shit was based. I remember the Crab Brothers. They had like a fucking cartoon on PBS Kids.
They did, yeah.
That was another one that I really enjoyed watching because I liked animals and I just liked the art style of it. I was like, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
I think I really like Zaboomafoo was just everything, but then when they did their own thing, they had Wildcrats. That was also me like getting a little too old for it anyway, but at the same time I was like, nothing will ever be the same. You gotta bring back Zabu. He's my man. But I heard the actual lemur died, so they had to cancel the show or something. And I was like,
right.
Like, no, here's that. Me getting older for these shows, I was like, I'm still going to watch it because I'm like, I still enjoy it because I'm like, I like learning about animals, and this one is learning about animals in a way that is interesting and appealing to me. So I continued watching it, even I'll pass what I should have.
No, dude, I watched My Little Pony when I was like 14. It's fine.
Listen, my mom is like 48 and she watches Miraculous Ladybug, and everything's fine.
That's a vibe. That is absolutely incredible.
Like, I get why she does it, because like she works with people who are both physically and mentally disabled, so she has to put on something that's like extremely PG for them. So she usually just puts on cartoons. So she's watching a lot of Disney, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network already when she's at work. So when she comes home, she just puts the same thing on because that's what she's used to. So I'll be walking out there and she'll be watching Jessie or some shit, and I'm like, you don't have to watch this right now, right? You can watch anything you. She's like, no, this is fine. I'm like, okay, you do you. And yet she wants to talk shit about me watching anime. I'm like, you are literally watching a cartoon right now, and you want to judge me?
Yeah, that's weird.
Top off, Queen. I love it.
Going back to shows that were better than they had any right to be, House of Mouse was fucking amazing growing up.
What?
Oh my god. See, I like House of Mouse, but I like when the villains took it over.
Oh yeah, House of Villains. Oh yeah, that was probably peak House of Mouse.
That was base as fuck. When it was their time to shine, I was like, bad.
Essentially, the premise of House of Mouse was that Mickey owned like a theater/club, and they used that as an excuse to show old Disney clips and cartoons all the time. It was great. Beautiful. And then for one Halloween, they had it where the villains took over.
Based.
That was the most iconic episode ever.
It was. I watched that multiple times. Just the villains episode. And it was so good too, because you got to see everybody was dressed up for Halloween, and you got to see Sorcerer Mickey. And
Yo.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was so great. Good. What's the
Sorcerer Mickey battled Jafar in that episode.
That was fucking bait. Now, God.
What? Oh my god.
Yes.
That's a fucking core memory in my.
And it was basically a game of baseball.
What? What?
Yes, I kid you not. This is a thing
What?
that happened. I want to find that clip now and show it to you.